Yo, welcome back, this is Kiriga and we are back with another episode, and I had a bit of internet issues, but I'm back and it shouldn't affect the videos for now. Anyway, this is the new main team and Remielle is in, even though she doesn't really fit into anything with her passive, but still, you know, you pulled the new character, you're gonna use the new character, that's just how it goes. And I didn't do any of the challenges, so any of the hard mode is still open with the polychromes and all of the rewards, but I did do the new summer event, and holy moly, this new cutscene, like, really? So many new swimsuits and like beach stuff and whatever, and then holy moly. Damn, we're just getting the horse character, just like that. There's a vacuum cleaning minigame where you plunder the beach and then everything that you collect you can then later on sell in the shop. So this is something that's going on, and the shop minigame also is interesting. You kind of have your different shop assistants and then match and mix all of the orders. Of course we can also try out Sigrid, and yeah, an ice character, quite strong. I'm probably not gonna pull though on this character. So this is something going on, and also what's going on is the potential unlock for some characters. I just try them out, and like Rina for example is interesting. Also in one of these teams for Nekomata is actually Dialin, a character that I'm interested in pulling, so I can try a bit how she feels and how she plays. Very interesting stuff. We get into a story branch where we are introduced into another world, basically, which is the idol world, and there's a culture for it, and all of these characters here are actually playable. I try out with my makeshift team a bit to clear Shiyu, like the usual Shiyu, not the critical nodes. Just with the main team, see how far I can get. And up to the 5th node, which is pretty good with full rewards, so I just claim them, and well, it's a lot of polychromes. Also, there's this new character that you get, which is Sokaku. She's probably not gonna make it into the final team. You just get a character for free, and this is the lineup for now, with Sokaku being just a placeholder. I mean, there's not much else that I can cook up here. This is my current lineup, and maybe if I get more characters, maybe there's something to cook. Like Manato for example, he doesn't really have any gear, not a W engine that you can use. So for now it's just back to farming and making the characters that I have as strong as possible. I'm already noticing that there are some issues clearing just the usual content. Just going further into the main story, a lot of new characters are introduced and you can try all of them out, see their different playstyles if it's something for you. This electric character for example. Miyabi, she's onto us because we're gooning too much. Yeah, that's what's happening in the main story. And what else is happening in the main story? You're gonna find out in a second. So basically she can't control her rage against us and launches an investigation. This investigation is almost completely destroying our whole gooning operation, so we try to shift the blame. We're hacking into the system, hopefully making it out of this precarious situation. And just in the last second, maybe we can manage to successfully shift the blame. So the police officers, they bug off. They go and investigate someone else. Lucky for us, the whole operation continues. Now they are chasing this guy, GigaChat guy. But it turns out that he is a Goon Master himself. And well, one of his hands is a lot stronger than the other. As a true Gooner, there's a lot more strength in one hand than in the other, and so he channels all of his energy into that hand and rises up. He's gonna show everyone. So it's now time to fight the Goon Master. Of course Miyabi can't stand that. He's gonna eliminate all the Gooners and yep. He just completely destroys him. So far, Goon Master. So much for the main story of chapter 1, and now it's the epilogue with this character who is an idol.
Oh, you're so cute!
And she's a support character with her photographing bamboo. which is quite cute.
Miss Yao, let's keep improvisations on stage.
Evelyn is kind of her bodyguard, and she's in the team with Yao, so you can try this team combination out and how it feels. Very interesting playstyle, like with the chains or like the dashing and back and forth. Then you snap the chains.
Shrouding the truth in a deep, enigmatic haze.
More characters that get introduced in this epilogue. I was surprised that so many characters get introduced in this epilogue chapters. And it kind of works with Remielle. Yeah, Remielle is a powerhouse, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have barely any investment in Remielle, and still she's doing a lot of work in a team that's not supposed to work. A lot of damage coming out. But this is main story, so it's not surprising that the enemies get popped immediately. More characters that get introduced. Very flashy appearances, and we're actually getting closer to chapter 2 at this point. There's still a sub-story to clear with Hugo.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
And Victoria Housekeeping makes an appearance again. And that's actually the epilogue done. So we can start into chapter 2 of the main story, which is a different setting again.
The hour has arrived. I must go pick up the new disciples.
But let's do some songs first. Yeah, so a minigame where you basically help these idols out, you're kind of their manager or something. And it's a rhythm minigame, which is cool and I don't hate it. And in fact I do a lot of this again, just in the meantime while I'm clearing all of this other content. And I actually like the songs, they are quite hype and the different styles. Drip check. And we're ready to get into the new zone, which has this kind of country village on a mountain vibe. No, kidding. Yeah, the new characters, they look very cool and playing them is even cooler. But I need to still continue upgrading my agents, can't forget about that, all of the existing agents. And at some point the new rank up mission is available, so I do that and I get a lot of master tapes just for getting to internet level 40. Yeah, Ishwan is very strong and very flashy with her animations. It's not surprising that she was probably the featured character at this point when she was released. Yeah, so much for that. There's of course a minigame, which is connected with all of this new zone and thematically fits. This is something going on in the background again. That's enough for now and see you in the next part.